Hi, my name is Brian Janey, and I am the Piano Appraiser. Welcome back to my channel. And in this channel, we are talking about all things piano. The do's and don'ts of their care, tips on buying and selling them, as well as various scenarios involved in their appraisal. And we're going to talk about a very important question that sometimes gets tossed at piano technicians that might be a little sketchy. Now, here is a magical box. This coming week, I'm doing something super exciting. I'm joining all of my colleagues in the piano technician world at the Piano Technicians Guild Convention. And I am one of the presenters, and I do a session during this convention called the Piano Technician and Appraisal. And I go over the various scenarios and circumstances that piano technicians need to be aware of when they're confronted or asked about the situation of what a piano might be worth. It is really great to get to see some of these people. I mean, some of these folks I have literally known for 25 years. And it's always a great time. I feel like I'm hanging out with my cousins. You know, some of them are a little crazy, a little eclectic. Some of them are just super awesome friends. And I so look forward to it. You know, the piano service trade is a very interesting one. It takes a lot of training to get to the point of competence when it comes to piano care. And it is, I had a colleague one time that actually told me that they felt it takes about the same amount of time to become a competent piano technician as it does to become a competent attorney. It is a long process. And you know, also the circumstance of what it is that's involved in constantly being in people's homes. I mean, I myself am a piano technician that has, you know, probably 1,000 clients within 50 miles of where I live in lovely Fallbrook, California. And some of these people also I have literally known for a couple of decades. I see them a couple of times a year. It's always a cool check-in when I go to their house, see how their family's doing. I meet their dog, you know, and all of these sorts of nifty things that go along with just being around people and being able to watch the time go by and how they're enjoying their piano. So it is a super neat trade to be a part of, and I feel so blessed to be actually in it. And I've done something a little unusual in what it is that I've done in actually attending and becoming also a part of the appraisal trade, becoming a member of the American Society of Appraisers, going through their vetting process, and then also attending a lot of training. To be able to become competent in that arena as well. You know, the difference between a piano technician and a piano appraiser is much like the difference between a home inspector and a home appraiser. You know, a home inspector is someone that when they come to your house to do an inspection, they're going to be looking at the electrical, they're going to be looking for termite damage, they're going to be examining the plumbing, they're going to be looking up at the structural aspects, climbing around in the roof, and doing everything that it is that they are actually skilled at examining and producing a report for. A home appraiser is a very different skill set. They actually know the markets, they know the homes that have sold locally, they track that stuff closely. They are also aware of the features that give the house more value or perhaps detract from its value. You know, and there are some places where those two situations do cross over. And it's very similar when it comes to the piano technician and someone that is piano appraiser or personal property appraiser. There are some crossovers, and obviously the condition of a piano has a lot to do with what it's worth. But when it comes to piano technicians, asking them what it might be worth, if they actually give you a number, realize that is an intuitive guess. And sometimes that may muddy the waters pretty bad. They could perhaps set the expectation too low, or they may set the expectation more likely too high. And they may not actually be in a situation of perhaps knowing why you're asking. So it's always important to make sure that if you're needing official appraisal, that you go to someone who's actually capable of producing an appraisal. You know, a piano technician may be very helpful in assisting you if you're trying to sell your piano privately. He may know the various places that you could perhaps post that piano for sale. He may have a relationship perhaps with a local piano dealer he trusts that may be interested in taking it on consignment. They could even perhaps assist you in doing some research. But if you get some sort of just intuitive guess from them, or just an offhand comment about what they think it's worth, realize that may be a sketchy place to put expectations, because there's no research involved in that. So be careful when you're in these sorts of scenarios and you're trying to understand what a piano might be worth. And if you're interested in some sort of assistance in that regard, go to my website, thepianoappraiser.com, and click the Engage button. It'll allow me to capture your contact and address information, and we will have a conversation. I look forward to being of service and being of any sort of help that I can be in helping you in the appraisal world about your piano. Thank you for watching, and if you like the content, I'm going to try and do a video every couple of weeks in all of these various areas. I've obviously revamped the channel a little bit. It's not just about me personally anymore, and I look forward to continuing this journey on YouTube in some fashion or form as the months unfold. Thanks for watching, and do subscribe. Do subscribe if you like it.